We're going to discuss the interest in Bitcoin. Originating from, what are the next goals for Bitcoin? I think you're going to find the video we're going to see to be really interesting. Based on what I've heard from CNBC on Bitcoin, I believe they actually mean XRP. Why can't they just say it clearly? We really need to break through, so we're going to jump into XRP because it's been meeting opposition for several years. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's get started right away, so we can get a push-up. It's Bitcoin 57,187. 2 days ago, I predicted that Bitcoin would reach $55,000 per unit. Bada boom, I'm 4 for 4 now. Are we done with my predictions? There will be a retracing after the chaos, I just don't see it quite yet. Put it on your refrigerator, the percentage has increased to 11.72% in the last day. Ethereum is currently trading at $3,275, up 6.94% over the last day, and these ETFs are having little effect on the price of the cryptocurrency. Both USDC and USDT are arriving at 99 cents. Although XRP appears to be doing well on the 24-hour chart, it is facing a multi-year resistance. As a result, it has increased by more than 5.1% to 55 cents. It will reach its target of 56 cents shortly. I will tell you a little bit today. A little later in this film, the region and the multi-year resistant levels since we want to get out of XRP, the overall market capitalization of cryptocurrencies could rise in the 60-70 C zone. Well, it continues to rise. Billion now, correct me if I'm not understanding. I was under the impression, I'm not always right, that the peak of cryptocurrency was 2.7. Was it 2.7 or 3 trillion, as I saw Kevin Cage tweet about it yesterday? Why am I inquiring? Since it will have an impact on my projections for the whole cryptocurrency market, capitalization is likely that's not much different than GRIP, for example. 2.7 to 3, that's correct, but only because if we double up, the amount would be 5.4 trillion instead of 6 trillion. That means that the market will receive an extra $600 billion. XRP exceeded XRP by $3.80. Speaking of XRP's peak, a lot of individuals still feel the need to quarrel and fight. Pay attention to the one location only. In South Korea, you were receiving $380 for XRP. In the US, where we were present, you weren't even coming close to that amount. $2, roughly 82, so those figures are important, and we should make an effort to secure them. And, if you're not sure, figure it out now. The big day for my NFT project is today. It was ideal that roughly 40 people showed up for my demo pitch yesterday. Was the quantity I was searching for. Were signed, and everyone entered the space. I completed one last practice pitch because I am pitching to roughly 40 to 30 people today at 3 o'clock. I also completed 4 Lux lines for the project's future because we want to accomplish some incredible things within the network. I am excited about it, and the best part is that the payoff is appropriate. Around the block, so if you simply stop by to browse for NFTs, you choose Lu lines. If you purchase one of our NFTs, generally, you recover a point, such as an 80s mob tier, those are the hottest ones at the moment, you receive XRP back. The more points you receive, the more you receive more XRP, the more points you possess. Instead of hanging on to these pointless little projects that everyone seems to be getting involved in. 6 or 8 months later, you discover that there has been no utility and the project has moved on, leaving you holding the bag nicely in the interim. Meanwhile, you hold a Lux Lions NFT and receive XRP back every month. Having an NFT is no longer relevant. You never purchase an NFT these days, or you never consider this. Even if you purchase an NFT in July, you will still receive XRP back. Regarding the opportunities and our current actions, V released this, that is the 43% Ripple 2.1 network upgrade that I am referring to. Is the solution, in my opinion, for the automated market maker to arrive once everyone agrees and the consensus reaches the necessary level. It is good to be at the bottom. We can witness automatic market makers visiting the XRP ledger, which will, in my opinion, have a significant impact on XRP's price. As the surge gains momentum, Bitcoin reaches a peak of $57,000. Mondays saw record volumes for spot ETFs, and throughout our trading hours, Bitcoin rose 6% after making significant gains. On Monday, during the U.S. day, Bitcoin advanced through several further rounds. Many landmarks during the early Asian hour on Tuesday morning. At publication time, the price had surpassed $57,000 for the first time in 3 freaking years. After dropping to roughly $56,500, Bitcoin has gained almost 9% in the 24 hours since it was released. A high volume of Bitcoin ETFs may not always indicate significant purchasing. A fund's turnover ratio, or the dollar trading volume divided by the fund's net asset value, is a popular indicator to monitor. It shows the percentage of the fund's assets exchanged each day. The location with Valkyrie and Grayscales, the overall turnover ratio for the Bitcoin ETF group has been 5.3%. The lowest rates, 2.2% and 2.4%, are observed in GBDC. Correspondingly, what more do we require? I've talked to a few folks, and they're selling Bitcoin, so it's important to keep a watch on the Grayscale. The Grayscale is moving away from Bitcoin. Behind the stairs, and they explained to me Scale's strategy and their plans to enter the stables because they would be able to make an absurd amount of money there. It was, I believe, about 18%, so Grayscale might decide to withdraw Bitcoin, collapse it, and retrace this thing back to $40,000. However, if they are to be human about it, they will gradually release their Bitcoin into the markets, which won't actually have an impact on the price. 58,000 Bitcoin. This is the next casualty. Folks, before you know it, we're going to be nearing all-time highs and will be at the $60,000 level. Whether or not we reach all-time highs before then, we will undoubtedly surpass 150,000 if we do not. I do think that once again, my range of 100 to 150 is the sweet spot for Bitcoin. If the halving occurs, there will likely be a slight correction in the price of Bitcoin before the market reaches its parabolic blow-off peaks, which might turn the market into something summer-like. Although we haven't felt panic yet, I believe it will eventually materialize. Didas, the investor, stated, "Hello, CNBC. It appears that the German C supporters are truthful with their viewers. In the same way that you guys do, they are aware that this is extra when your handle permits you to discuss it. Take a listen to this. Dusty, I'm not serious, you can't hear me. It's not in English, people, and I don't comprehend it. Although I don't want to read the subtitles, this is what we do discover. Regarding XRP, I maintain my stance. Therefore, what is the most confidential information that no one knows? Since I've been in the area since 2017, I don't think it still baffles me, but why? These big news organizations are mute. They truly can't talk about XRP other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. They occasionally even feature Dogecoin and Litecoin, but they consistently appear to ignore XRP, giving the impression that there is a larger game going on. Now, doesn't that really make you want to consider what is actually happening? That is what I want to know. Behind the scenes, something significant appears to be cooking here. We're not sure what it is. We're not sure why they are unable to discuss it, what it is, or why they are unable to use the phrase XRP. Nonetheless, check out Germany. Boris Frank, what did they mention? Well, they talked about XRP, which is intriguing, and they suggested that you put your money where your mouth is. Move on Star stated the multi-resistance of XRP. It's easy. We have been fighting this resistance for 6 years, and it is only 57 cents. People, that's 57 cents. We are going to get up and have a fight with each other at 56. This is the aspect of our lives at 57 that is resistant to breaking, even though we can break at 57. XRP, which is presently trading at 557, is expected to attempt to move higher. During the filming of this video, the price slightly decreased between 559 and 5.57, but this will happen. Regardless of whether XRP chooses to move independently or whether Bitcoin chooses to rise even further, Bitcoin reaches roughly $60,000, I do think we will overcome that resistance, and if that happens now or later, perhaps XRP will be able to acquire some breathing room and begin to go on its own. You already know that XRP will make a significant move. XRP will surpass its previous all-time high and continue to rise. Without a doubt, it will no longer exist in its Z6 slot. I wouldn't be shocked if XRP tried to jump Bitcoin once more if it were to jump Ethereum once more. Markets are young bull runs as well. Approaching, I am aware of what I possess. I know what I'm ready for, and you should all be well aware of your exit strategy at this point. Identify how you're going to get in and how you're going to get out, and keep in mind that if you want to sell a ton of cryptocurrency to an exchange, they won't let you because you'll ruin their order books. You might need to look for a way to count the way in and out of your cryptocurrency holdings. I'm going to get my research underway.